Hey, what's up guys, it's Oakley, and for Attila there is going to be free LC announced. It's going to be the White Huns and an update to the Allens. So this is all going to be kind of coinciding with the new Charlemagne game that's going to be revealed, it's been revealed. It's going to be released, I should say, on the 10th. So, the White Huns are a new faction that they're adding completely to the main game. Now, this is not going to be in the Charlemagne campaign. This is strictly for the Attila Grand campaign. It's going to feature, as I said, the White Huns, which are going to be over in the east, which is going to be very important. Here they give you a little bit of background on them, mostly that the Romans kind of called them Huns, although that wasn't necessarily appropriate. They say here that then they had, they're a confederacy of steppe tribes, which were oftentimes conflated, amongst each other, but there's a lot of differentiation. These guys in particular were Turkic in origin. And they spread out and had a pretty vast influence over on the east, especially against the Sassanid Persians, which is going to be very important because of the campaign implications that it has. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the campaign map here. So you can see where they spawn. They're going to be over in the east as hordes. So they're going to play very similarly to the Huns. In the sense that they start off as these hordes. They have a lot of mounted cavalry, but they also have the backing of some infantry and actually some elephants, so a nice blend of units, a couple new units in there, but just from a starting campaign position, this is very cool because, and this is footage borrowed from Total Warzone's video, which I'll link below where he goes over this in depth, but this is really cool because it provides an alternative to playing as the Huns to be this raiding faction, while still having the campaign, story surrounding the Huns. And it also poses another threat to the Sassanids, which would otherwise be, pretty secure in their position, always kind of being very helpful. But here you can see the White Huns are going to be, at war with everyone. So whereas the Sassanids would have, a longevity in the game because they weren't threatened to the east, now look at all the units they're going to be fighting against. Heavy cavalry force, bow cav, all that stuff, melee infantry. And again, this is from Total Warzone, so all credit to him. Check out his video. Just wanted to show a couple of the units here, like elephants and stuff like that make their way into the game. But anyways, a lot of people have been commenting that this does help solve a lot of issues from the campaign. The Allens are also going to get an upgrade, mostly changing them away from being a copy-paste Germanic faction to be much more skewed towards the use of shock, skirmish, melee, and bow cavalry. So it's good to see them historically featured in this way to represent, they're very much cavalry-focused armies. They do still have some melee infantry, now again changed up a little bit, with a couple of new units sprinkled here and there. But anyways, what I've been trying to say throughout this video is this is a great change for the campaign mechanics itself. It's going to be a huge boon for the balance in the game, where the eastern Sassanids were just super complacent with the satraps, all their friendly nations. They could focus on the Eastern Roman Empire, which meant that the Eastern Roman Empire was destroyed. Now with the Empires of the Sand DLC as a threat to the southwest, and these White Huns as a threat to the northeast, it means that the Sassanids are going to be very much tamed, I would think. So I think it's a great addition. This is going to be awesome. It's going to do some of the finishing touches to the campaign. Very excited to see this. Stay tuned for Age of Charlemagne coverage coming up soon. I did hear that they're going to be having some tweaks to the way units perform on the battlefield, so different stat changes that they hope to change the way the game plays. And I don't know if that's going to affect Attila, so we'll have to wait and hear out for that, but it'll leave some hope for multiplayer. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. See you in the next one.